I can't believe I'm doing this.
Digital gramophone makes no sense.
Okay, guys, John, the Digital Gramophone, back with another video. I'm gonna do the, the contest entry for Beth's strange contest, and the reason why I'm doing this, and yeah, I'm gonna do the bonus. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know. The reason why I'm doing this is because I like Beth so much that I'm willing to embarrass myself on YouTube more than I already have embarrassed myself on YouTube up to this point. So Beth's Strange contest is around Stranger Things. There's some very creative questions inspired by the show. I love that show. The first question is, what was your favorite board game? And I don't have any props for this. We don't have any board games in the house. We'll rectify that, I'm sure, as the kids get older. But for me, you know, I was more into like playing cards and you know, things like Battle and Go Fish and War and you know, Crazy Eights and stuff like that. I really liked Uno as a packaged game. But that was kind of more my thing. But I guess if I had to choose, it would probably be Monopoly or Clue, one of those two. It was always the maid with the rope in the conservatory. So anyway, next question. Your favorite thing to do in the summer? Growing up, I'm still a baseball fan. It's not quite the same as it used to be. There's no such thing as too many homers, but swinging for the fences or striking out makes for a really boring game these days. But anyway, baseball hot take. But I played baseball up until I was about 12. I quit right before I was 12, I think. But I loved baseball. I was a big baseball card collector. I think those are still in my parents' house. And they're just not worth what they used to be. But anyway, yeah, so in the summer, a big baseball. Like, we also would go to a lot of minor league games. We had a minor league team in the area that I grew up in, the Greenville Braves. I'm a big Braves fan, so got to see a lot of those core members of those 90s teams go through Greenville growing up. That was cool. So yeah, summer, baseball, what could be more American? The next question is 80s albums. I'm not going to do my favorites. I just, you know, a lot of people have shown some of my favorites already. So I'm just going to show 5 albums from the 80s that I don't know. I just can't imagine why I would show them, or any other video that I would do in the foreseeable future that would show these. So yeah, just 5 kind of random selections, somewhat random. I didn't think too hard about it. I just kind of, anyway, how about some Maiden, Somewhere in Time, 1986, yeah. And I chose this one because the sci-fi cover, yeah. How about, I've never shown a hip-hop album since I've been doing these videos. How about Criminal Minded by Boogie Down Productions? Really good hip-hop. Classic. Okay. how about the Proclaimers? Just want to give you all a second to get that song stuck in your head. All right. How about the Alvin Brothers, the Blasters? Movies. Summer movies. It was summer movies. And some people, I'm not, I don't want to be that guy, but some people have just been naming their 80s movies because they've mistaken this more for a purely 80s themed contest. It's not exactly, is it, Beth? But anyway, I'm going to show some 80s movies because blockbuster summer movies I liked growing up as a kid. I just don't own many of them. And I've gotten rid of a lot of my movie collection. I've just kind of moved on, and I have a Blu-ray that's just collecting dust. Especially right now, I can't get in movies at home. So yeah, but I'll tell you this is a summer movie story. Let me reach for these. Sorry. When I was a kid, my mom was a school teacher, and when we were out for the summer, one of the things we used to do, she used to take us to see those summer movies series that were held at typically dollar theaters, and they were earlier in the morning, and she took me to see Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That movie, the first time seeing it as a kid, and I'm not the only one. It has just changed my perspective on a lot of things. And that scene, everybody knows that scene. The scene in the boat.
There's no earthly way of knowing
He's singing.
which direction we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing or which way the river's flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane a-blowing? Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. Are the fires of hell a-glowing? Is the grisly reaper mowing? Yes! The danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing.
One of my favorite scenes in all of cinema, that one. So yeah, let's just show some 80s movies that are in my collection that I have left over. None of these are Blu-rays. But yeah, Princess Bride. Yeah.
Inconceivable!
How about Arthur? Classic. Dudley Moore is just amazing in that.
Where's the rest of this moose?
But yeah, Better Off Dead.
I want my $2!
And then Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
All I need are some tasty waves, a cool buzz, and I'm fine.
All right, then the other question is, name a strange experience from your life. And I'm just gonna, I don't have any ghost stories. I don't have any weird occurrences, nothing that would even, I just don't have stories like that. I've never even experienced deja vu. So what about an incredibly awkward event that was so awkward it was strange? I don't know. I'm just going to tell the story just so I can answer a question, but I don't want to be one of those guys that just I don't have it, so moving on. But anyway, when I was in my early to mid 20s, it was after graduating college. I had a friend from high school who was getting married. I didn't even know he was. I hadn't talked to him in probably 3, maybe 4 years. And one day, his fiance called me out of the blue. Never met her, didn't even know she existed. And she called me. She'd gotten my number from my best friend, Rob, who did not give me any warning that this phone call was coming. And she, told me who she was, that they're getting married to your friend. I'm getting married to your friend Josh. And we're having a really small wedding with mostly family at the church that I grew up in. And I decided that maybe it would be fun to invite some of Josh's friends from high school as kind of a surprise, And so, she asked if I would come, and I kind of said, yeah, I'll see what I can do, and blah, 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 and, thank you for calling, and, congratulations, and all that jazz. And then I called Rob, and we kind of hashed it out, and we went together. It was in Jackson, Georgia, a pretty small town. And it was in like a very large Southern Baptist church. It was probably built, maybe around in the 50s or something, 40s or 50s. And maybe earlier, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. But anyway, we get there and we had a little time. So we went and we said hey to Josh before he got before the ceremony, and I think it was before, and it was a cool surprise for him, and it's like, hey, yeah, I feel really good about myself, this is a cool thing, like pat myself on the back, all that kind of jazz, right? And so me and Rob, we go and we sit down and wait for the ceremony to begin. This was a huge church and a very small attendance. Everybody was so spread out from each other. If you like had like an aerial view of it, it would probably look like an arrangement of a battleship board, like just the whole clumps of people like together. It's as a board game reference. But anyway, yeah. And so it was kind of already awkward, and an already awkward circumstance just because I hadn't seen Josh in forever. And anyway, we're sitting there, and the ceremony begins. We'll walk down the aisle and all that stuff, and then the pastor or whatever like starts, the ceremony.
Knowledge.
Right before the vows, I think there was a pause, and all of a sudden, this music just starts, and we didn't have a clear view of everything from where we were sitting. And all of a sudden, someone starts singing that Kelly Clarkson song, A Moment Like This. And one of the more impassioned versions, kind of, I guess she had a nice voice, but it was kind of still like what someone would do at drunk karaoke or something. And my friend Rob, who has absolutely no couth whatsoever, just in the middle of this, dead silence, everybody else listening to this, was a bridesmaid who made a microphone appear out of nowhere and started singing the song. And Rob, out of nowhere in the middle of church, just goes like this, ah! Like that. Like this. Ha! Like in the middle of the ceremony. It was an avalanche of a snowball effect, giant snowball effect of awkwardness, just from start to finish. we went, the ceremony was over. I did not even want to be there at this after that. And we go down to the church basement for the reception, and there's no alcohol. I want to be drowning in it at this point. And it was just very strange. I mean, it was just strange. An awkward experience. It was something. So there you go. I'm even not a very good storyteller, so there you go. But that's my strange experience. Okay. Was that all the questions? I think that was all of them. Now, if you haven't already fast forwarded for this, the bonus.
Turn around and look at what you see in her eyes, the mirror of a dream.
Make believe I'm everywhere, given in the lines, written on the pages, and answers were never